The Entertainment District arc is famous for one thing: Tengen Uzui's absolute durability. He stopped his own heart, fought with one hand, and resisted a lethal poison that would have killed anyone else instantly. But what happens if we swap the flashy sound Hashira for two Hashira who rely on speed and technique rather than raw physical tankiness? What if Shinobu Kocho or Obanai Iguro led the mission? Let's start with scenario A, the Insect Hashira, Shinobu Kocho. The setup here changes immediately. When Tengen tries to kidnap Aoi and Naho, Shinobu intervenes. Instead of letting him take them, she volunteers herself to lead the mission, taking Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke to the Red Light District. The infiltration phase goes perfectly. Unlike Tengen, who stands out, or the boys who looked ridiculous in disguise, Shinobu is a master of espionage. She blends in flawlessly as a high-ranking Oiran. She finds Daki much faster than Tengen did. The fight against Daki is a massacre. Shinobu is the fastest Hashira. Daki's Obi sashes are fast, but Shinobu's thrusting speed is faster. Before Daki can even process the attack, she's been stabbed 5 times with wisteria poison. Daki doesn't die because she needs to be beheaded, but the poison melts her regeneration, leaving her writhing on the floor. This forces Gyutaro to emerge immediately. This is where the nightmare begins. Shinobu cannot decapitate demons. She lacks the physical strength to cut off a head. This means the win condition changes. Shinobu becomes the ultimate support and debuffer, while Tanjiro becomes the executioner. Shinobu's strategy would be to turn Gyutaro into a pincushion. Every time she lands a thrust, she injects a different mix of poisons. We know Shinobu has filled her body with wisteria for years to prepare for Doma. While this makes her blood poisonous to eat, it does not make her immune to Gyutaro's blood manipulation poison. Shinobu is a glass cannon. She is agile enough to dodge Gyutaro's blood sickles, but she cannot parry them. Her sword is too thin. If she tries to block a heavy hit from Gyutaro, her weapon might snap. She has to dodge perfectly. If she pumps enough wisteria into Gyutaro, his movements will slow down, and his regeneration will halt. This gives Tanjiro the opening he needs to slice the neck. However, because Shinobu has a small body and a fast metabolism, a single scratch from Gyutaro is fatal. The poison would circulate through her tiny frame in seconds. The likely outcome? Shinobu injects enough poison to cripple Gyutaro, allowing Tanjiro to behead him. But in the process, she takes one scratch. Unlike Tengen, who lasted hours, Shinobu would collapse in minutes. The only reason she survives is Nezuko. Nezuko would have to burn the poison out of Shinobu's body immediately after the heads are cut. It's a 50-50 survival rate. Now let's look at scenario B, the Serpent Hashira, Obanai Iguro. Infiltration is a disaster. Obanai hates women, has a snake around his neck, and covers his mouth with bandages. He can't blend in. He likely forces the boys to do all the investigating while he watches from the rooftops. However, once the fighting starts, Obanai is arguably the best counter to Gyutaro's fighting style. Gyutaro uses flying blood sickles that attack from blind spots. Tengen got hit because he couldn't see everything. Obanai doesn't have that problem. First, serpent breathing mimics the movement of a snake. It bends and twists, allowing Obanai to slide through the chaotic web of blood sickles without needing to block them. Second, he has Kaburamaru. His snake provides him with a 360-degree field of vision. Kaburamaru would sense the attacks coming from behind, alerting Obanai instantly. Obanai is extremely skilled, arguably more skilled with the sword than Tengen. He could close the distance and slice Daki and Gyutaro's heads, but he shares Shinobu's weakness: vitality. Obanai is small. He doesn't have the muscle mass to slow down the poison, and he doesn't have the ninja training to stop his heart. If Gyutaro lands a single surprise hit, perhaps by using Daki's Obi as a distraction, Obanai is done for. In the canon story, Obanai arrives late and mocks Tengen for struggling against an Upper Moon 6. This suggests Obanai is confident he could have handled it, and he's probably right. His sword technique is essentially a hard counter to Gyutaro's blood sides. The fight ends with Obanai decapitating Gyutaro much faster than Tengen did, likely before Tanjiro even needs to awaken his mark. But in protecting the rookie slayers, Obanai likely takes a scratch. Just like with Shinobu, the clock starts ticking instantly. In both scenarios, the Upper Moon dies, but without Tengen's poison resistance, both Shinobu and Obanai would be dead on the floor within minutes of victory, unless Nezuko uses her Blood Demon art instantly. Tengen was the only one who could turn that fight into a battle of attrition. For Shinobu and Obanai, it's a speed run. Kill or be killed in under 5 minutes.